Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to work on the single arm side swing, low to high with no stop. This references back to single arm heavy club number 8, I believe, side swing low to high with a stop. The side swing is an excellent exercise for developing what we call side hip snap. If you practice any type of athletics and you lift weights for it, you practice front hip snap. Say if you were to practice Olympic lifting and you did cleans or deadlifts, you're practicing hip snap. The thing that clubs do better than any other type of weightlifting is move in the lateral plane, which allows people to work on side hip snap. This is excellent because it helps people develop loaded rotation of the ankles, knees, and hips, and spine. Every single sport requires rotation of the knees and the hips and the spine. Therefore, you should definitely train it. With this exercise, point 2 feet straight ahead. If our feet are pointed straight ahead, then we know the arch of our foot will try to fire correctly, and we will rotate equally with our ankles, knees, and hips. We do not need turnout on this exercise because when we try to do it, we're going to put weird forces on our knees. The goal is to get better, not worse. Point your feet straight ahead. Step up to your club. 2 feet point straight ahead. Straighten your legs out at the top. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Take your arm, extend it out to the side without moving your feet. We're already introducing rotation in the ankles, knees, hips, and spine. This is the top position. Look at your thumb points up. Take your hand, track it down to your club. Grab your club, move it outside the opposite foot. Now you are in the correct setup. Draw your opposite shoulder back so your chest is pointed at the club at the bottom. If your chest is pointed down, your elbow will try to bend, your lat will try to shut off. Pull that other shoulder back to rotate the spine. This is the starting position at the bottom. We will come back to this position, but we will not touch down. The opposite leg from the club is driven forward. The club closest to the leg is driven back, but it is not straight. It is still bent. This is a deadlift position that has been rotated. Hand on the club, stand up. Pull that shoulder back. Inhale at the bottom, exhale at the top. When you are done, stop the club from moving at the bottom. Your elbow stayed straight the whole time. Let's set up for the other side. Elbow straight, shoulder back, leg forward, leg drives back, but the leg is not straight. It is bent. 2 feet point straight ahead. Drive the shoulder away from the ear, engage the lat. The lat should be on the entire time. Stand up, inhale at the bottom, exhale at the top. Things that people will do wrong in the beginning. Half of the people will externally rotate and they will be completely unaware that they have turned their feet out. External rotation does some weird things, especially to your feet. If your feet externally rotate and you're not good at firing the arches of your feet, people's feet collapse. They get worse, not better. In order to get the arches of your feet to fire, to make your connection to the ground better, point your feet straight ahead. Put them directly under your shoulders. If your feet are straight ahead, but your feet are really wide, some other weird things will happen to your knees. Feet directly under the line of your shoulders, point them straight ahead. Every time you start a set and every time you end a set, look down at your feet and see if they have moved. Oftentimes in the beginning, when people are learning this exercise, they will look at their feet at the beginning of the exercise and put them straight ahead. And the second they start moving, one foot will start moving and they are unaware of it. So when you go down, maybe steal a glance at your feet, or at the end of the set, steal a glance at your feet. Usually it's people's right foot, the heel will rotate in. That's just what I've seen after training thousands of people. People will stand well in their left leg if they're right-handed because they're used to throwing patterns, and people are shifting some of their weight to their good leg and their other foot will move. You can get away with that with a light weight. You cannot get away with that with, say, a single arm 50-pound club. If your feet start to move a lot with a single arm 50, you might end up tweaking yourself up. The goal is not to get worse. The goal is always to get better. How you get better is by setting your connection to the earth. Feet straight ahead, shoulder width apart, arches of your feet on. Start with a lightweight, build up to a heavyweight over time. Intermediate goals for men would be single arm 50 for, say, 5 sets of 5 on this. For ladies, it would be 30 pounds. Clubs above 50 pounds are rarer and harder to get, but that would be advanced. Same thing, you're gonna keep your rep count low, 3 to 5 on this exercise, if you're above 50 pounds. If you have light weights, 15, 20, 25 pounds, and this is a time under tension exercise, practice it for 30, 60, or 90 seconds. Count your reps and see if you are moving at the same rate, the same number in the same amount of time with your right hand as you are with your left hand. If your feet move, reset, start over. The important part of this exercise is to set your feet and to build your connection to the earth with rotation.